Okay, I just came to the post office and this was a very, very special package for me. I've been waiting for a few weeks for it to come in and I am like super stoked to check it out. Okay, like a kid on Christmas morning, I couldn't wait to slice it open, but I haven't opened it up or taken it out yet. This was a custom-made sign that I had ordered many weeks ago, and I figured it was appropriate for my van build. Apparently it must be child-proof because I can't get into it. Oh my God, how awesome is that? Let me move this box out of the way. Custom-made sign. It's about 10 inches in diameter. This thing is made out of heavy, heavy metal. And God, that is awesome. I got this on eBay and it was only $19 and change. Can you believe that? That's unheard of. I absolutely love this. I had to shave a little bit off the top and bottom of this door panel because I want to make sure I have enough room for the door to swing open, not scrape against the counter, or at the other end hit against the ceiling. I found that if I use a wood cutting blade in my jigsaw, it's going to rip up this edge, it's going to break apart. So I thought, well, I'll try a metal cutting blade. It's got a lot finer teeth in it, and as you can see what the results are, I mean, look at how thin that is. These pieces are super thin and the edge is nice and clean. Just a little tip. I ended up changing it up a little bit on the medicine cabinet. I replaced the silver hinges with these black ones, and then I also installed a hammered black pull knob. And I've got plenty of room in the bottom for everything that I need, my large items. Some smaller items, I still have room in that compartment. And then the top compartment is completely empty for more. Finally got finished putting the door on the pantry. I went with the same black hammered finish pull knob that I've got on my medicine cabinet. And I went with the larger set of the black hinges. I've heard of several people saying that they don't like using magnetic catches because as soon as they make a turn around a corner, something will slide, pop the door open, and then everything falls out on the floor. And I have been running this pantry with no door and fully stocked, just like you see it, for several weeks, and nothing has fallen out. If you go back a few of my videos, you'll remember I lined all these shelves with a shelf liner, and that makes a nice anti-slip surface, and the proof is right there. Like I said, nothing has fallen out without a door on here. Now I've got the door on there, and all it does is, you know, give a neater appearance, and that's about it. And since I was able to get my pantry door installed, I was able to install the new sign that just arrived. This is my Rock Pals 100-watt folding solar suitcase. I purchased it November 9th, 2021, and that was in conjunction with my Oukitel portable solar generator. I only use this for one thing, and that was to charge that solar generator. It's been working fine ever since until November 13th, 2024. I started getting an electrical burning smell coming from this unit. I decided to unplug it and check connections. Everything seemed to be good. The solar generator is operating fine as it should. The electrical burning smell comes from the connections on the back of this solar suitcase. So I paid well over $200 for this at the time, and I got roughly 3 years use out of it. I'm not a real happy camper, and it certainly is going to make me think twice before I order another solar suitcase. This is the pouch that zips open to expose the connections inside the Rockpile solar suitcase, and I found out where the burning smell was coming from. Right there. To say that I'm a very unhappy camper is an understatement. I paid a lot of money for this thing, and it's money that I don't have readily available to replace. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I'm not sure if it's an issue with the manufacturer or what. The only thing this has been plugged into is my solar generator, which has been operating fine. It had been charging the solar generator fine for these past 3 years. And I'm glad that I was here and able to detect the smell, because I am thinking that that could have resulted in a fire if I wasn't here. I contacted Amazon customer service, where I purchased this from, to have them see if they could contact the manufacturer and express my concerns. I got an almost immediate reply back from Amazon stating that the seller was no longer selling on Amazon. So there you go. Over $200 down the drain. In case you ever wonder about how I upload my videos, I'm sitting in the McDonald's parking lot right now, where I'm usually at a relative's house while I've been doing my van build. The signal is so bad through my Verizon network that I have to travel a little over 16 miles one way just to get to an area where I can pick up a cell tower. The device that I use to access the internet through my Verizon account is this MiFi. Some people also refer to it, I guess, as a jetpack. And I just happened to get a hold of a plan that is now grandfathered in, and that was unlimited data for as long as I was on this prepaid plan. So even though they try to screw me around a little bit, I don't make any changes to the account. I leave it as it is. The only problem is we're in such a mountainous area that it's hit or miss as to whether you get a good cell signal in order to upload videos. Like this current video that I'm uploading now, this is a little over 15 minutes long, so that's a lot of gigabytes of data. And even though I have 5 bars of service and I am that close to a cell tower, I have been uploading this video. It's only at 52% right now, and it says that I have 43 minutes left. And I've been here probably, half hour, 45 minutes now. And, that's what a lot of YouTubers have to do, though. If you're in a spot where you don't have Starlink or you have a good internet signal, you have to travel. And for me, that's over 32 miles round trip in order to get a cell signal to upload this. Now, I could probably process the video in high definition, but I like the clarity of uploading in 4K, and I always shoot my videos in 4K. So I would rather have, a better video quality-wise, as opposed to, having to worry about getting a cell signal, because I'll find a cell signal somewhere, but, sometimes it's what you have to do in order to upload the videos. And now the video is 100% uploaded. I think that took about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do. And you can probably see in the background there, I have a Trailways bus that just pulled in here. Glad I got my breakfast early. They're here for lunch, but when they hit one of these McDonald's, they freak out inside because they're inundated with people. And now after all that time and the video is 100% uploaded, I still have to wait because the video still has to process on YouTube. And then after it processes, it has to go through some checks, like, to make sure there's no copyright infringements, I guess, that type of stuff. And then it will become ready for you to view. One of the things that I wanted to do was to add a shelf up here. Now, I had planned on attaching one end to the side, or the existing side of my wardrobe cabinet, and then coming along the back here to the back doors. This was a leftover piece of project board that I bought, that I used on my medicine cabinet, and I had a piece left over to make the door for my pantry. And now I've got another section of it that I saved from that piece that's going to give me this shelf. I had some pieces that I had cut off on some other projects, and I had glued and screwed these on to use as a type of a cleat to attach this to the wall. When I built this wall, behind that cedar planking is a piece of plywood that is attached with sheet metal screws directly to the ribs of the van. So I have something nice and sturdy to attach to. Other than notching around the wiring right here, that was about the only thing I had to do. It's pretty well straightforward. I just measured and attached the cleats, and then I was able to use those cleats to screw this into the back wall and into the side of the wardrobe cabinet. Now I can finish out the framing toward the front and attach it up to the ceiling and put an end down here on this open end, and that will give me a nice additional shelf to throw some stuff up there, some clothing or whatever. My shelf is all installed. I've got a few items up on there. It's nice and sturdy. The only thing that's going to change it from a shelf to a cabinet is to put a face frame on it and one or two doors. But the items that are up there were stored in here. So look at all the space that I just gained from that one additional shelf.